Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, and welcome to Station 92.2, broadcasting from the New World, from beyond this dimension, even beyond the outer reaches of the universe, broadcasting from the world that sits right behind this physical world that is beginning to engulf this world and giving everyone the sense of something new that they've never experienced before. The transmission comes with a feeling more than even a place, but a feeling of joy and excitement and freedom that you've always known, that you've always waited for, expectantly. And it's that knowing and that expectancy that allows it to continue to come. As it comes, it breaks down more and more of the structures that were built to run the old world. And each time that happens, the weight lifts off your shoulders, and there's a lightness that can't be put into words, because in reality the heaviness never really existed. So you almost don't know what to say. We've already had a visitor, a hummingbird this morning, just a couple minutes before we started, and a mockingbird flew in almost upside down and into a hedge, like it was on the move from something. Brings a smile to your face, trying to imagine what just happened. But every day for me, and I know for many of you, is becoming like a day that has never existed before. The ability to move and do what you've done so normally in the old world is collapsing. And so you can find yourself wondering how you got where you are at this moment. Because the other you that sits behind the you that you see in the mirror, or that I'm looking at now, is falling into the background. And the full you that exists everywhere, that sits in a room and daydreams and ends up on a beach and ends up on a planet that ends up going for a swim is starting to be felt all at the same time. And so, as you are everywhere, you are nowhere. And you have no sense of how you got where you are each moment. And the physical world, with its aspects of time, those constraints bring you back into one aspect of yourself, but it's lasting for shorter and shorter amounts of time. And that's why you can't remember anything anymore, because you're already off on the next adventure through your spirit, which is everywhere. And it's always amazing to feel the complexity of each one of us, and yet the simplicity. Each one of us a universe that was given a name that we could be called by, but a name that can't fully describe the magnificence of each one. Yet in that name is your essence. And in your essence, you are felt from the new world. It's also amazing knowing that each person that we've encountered has helped to propel us to this place, to where I'm speaking from, so that everything and everyone is a gift. And as you find yourself moving further away from the old world into the new world, you will feel those connections growing and the impact they had in your moving into the new world. It becomes more and more challenging to stay here, because the old world is not our home. And all its lure to make you more popular, more beautiful, more wealthy, and all the mores you can think of. Once in the new world, have no impact at all. They fall so far below what is your true nature and the world that has come to be the home of your true nature. And so you may find yourself wandering around the old world from a different platform of elevation, and looking on it with endearment, because you can, because you're outside of it. As long as you are inside of it and its lore, you will be inside the old world. But once in the new world, it'll be a completely different view. And you will stand apart from the old and be a beacon to the new. This is all happening in the blink of an eye, yet it's been coming for thousands of years. The new world. And the voice of one crying in the wilderness, looking into the old, but speaking from the new. I'm excited because so much new in the new world is coming. And as well as setting everyone free and demolishing the structures that have been built, the feeling of what will be permeates our field. So I saw that the relationship between the masculine and feminine is better termed a partnership. That partnership only exists in spirit, and it exists beyond any expectations of the old world. And those are many, and we have all been trained to perform the rites of passage in a relationship. They include many things. But in the new world, your spirit, which is everywhere, cannot be confined to anything. As I read last week, don't hold on to me. You cannot hold on. It is a new creation, even though it has existed in a form. And I think of Jesus and Mary Magdalene or other beings who were there. This new partnership will be completely in spirit. And the expression may come through the physical, but the true nature of the partnership is in spirit. So no one is held to any standard. No one is held to any expectation. Everyone is themselves, sovereign, free, spirit, And how that shows itself will be different for every partnership. Two people may live in completely different places. Two people may live in the same place. It's all delivered through the flow and through mutual acceptance of each person being sovereign in spirit. And all the connections from that are a gift. And they may last for 5 minutes, 5 days, or 5 lifetimes. But it is only allowed to exist in spirit, not driven by the mandates of what was created for the male and female to live under. So we're taking the top off of that faulty creation, and we're lifting it into the new world and delivering it into the field for every person to know that it is a partnership, not a relationship, a collaboration, not an expectation. And then we dance and we come together and we dance and we turn and look another way. For my spirit is my spirit, and your spirit is your spirit, and his spirit is his spirit, and her spirit is her spirit. And no one has power over that. From a bridge to the sacred feminine merging, I am the love and you are the power. I am consciousness and you the creative light force. I am the divine masculine, you are the divine feminine. You are the yin, I am the yang. I am awareness and you are everything that it sees. I am the sperm and you are the egg. Two halves of a whole, uniquely made, and when put together, something new is created, a whole new being. Our challenge is to merge into one without negating the other. Therefore, we must nurture both and recognize that they are equal. Love is the bridge that allows us to become whole. Reunited, we have waited for each other to arrive at this place in the fullness of our being where there's no time or space. Divine feminine and divine masculine Once again, we unite, we merge into oneness, and all become light. Each one is now ready because all have become new to hold the energy of their partner when in the past there were only a few. We celebrate this moment as we each are made whole, the end of separation in our hearts and our souls. So with this ring, I thee wed, this sacred union with crowns on their head. King and queen, all hail the royal pair. 1,000 angels bow in reverence as they climb up the stairs to the throne where they sit, and where this union is sealed. We are free. We are free. All hearts have been healed. I realized some things about the brain, and I wrote this. It's called Bridges. Just as all the structures that have been built to control humanity are crumbling, so too is the structure that we call the brain. I am not speaking of the original brain that was a part of the body technology, but the brain structure that was created to imprison humanity. Bridges were built to move the signal throughout the brain and its neurons that should have never been there. They were not a part of the original design, the beautiful design of the Creator. Those bridges and the structures that they led to are being dismantled, just the same as the outside structures in the physical world are being dismantled. So above, so below, as it is inside, so it is outside. As those bridges and structures within the brain start to dissolve, we are losing the ability to function as we always have. No sense of time, not able to string sentences together, not able to have your normal awareness of basic decisions and movements, things that we did so naturally and without thought. This is because the bridges to our next thoughts are being destroyed, and so too is the dependency on the structures on either side of those bridges. Those structures are the belief systems, the fear, and the hamster wheel of life that was our prison in the old world. That world is crumbling both inside and out. For all roads that lead back to the old world are dissolving right before our eyes. The new world is bringing online the new body and the new brain. It is doing it slowly so as not to cause us to panic and be overwhelmed. We will begin to feel ourselves in our communication at one with the flow, and the body and the brain will once again be our loving companions, operating in the full awareness of their own consciousness and design. You are beginning to see and feel the you that has always been just behind the you that is seen in the physical, and it is coming forward at an incredibly rapid pace. It is the new you in the new world, and you can feel it like never before. All attachments to the old will fall away because they must fall away to make way for the new. It is a new birth, and with any new birth, there is trauma, both mentally and physically, for the parent and child. So be gentle with yourself and be patient with those around you, for this is what was meant when it was said, "You must be born again to enter into the kingdom of heaven." We are losing all the old identities, and we will begin to function as the one without an identity, carried along by the flow as the flow, for we will be brand new. And as the old bridges burn down, the rain of love will be there to put out the fire. And in the light that shines within the new you, you will see the rainbow of your new life, and nothing will ever be the same. Cinderella, like the clock striking 12 at midnight for Cinderella, so the clock has struck 12 for humanity. It is the time, 26,000 years preparing the human entity for its new self. As we get closer to midnight, the bewitching hour, all beings are being awakened, and those that have a specific part in the creation of the new have received their signal, activating their vision in the building of this new world. But the signal has also gone out to those who would oppose this change, and they are mobilizing themselves to try and maintain that which they have built for thousands of years. They cannot stop what is coming. They never could. They have only been allowed to delay it, which gave them what they thought was more time to come up with a plan to stop it. But all is on schedule, and all is happening as was designed. The children are arriving, the information is being delivered, and the earth herself has been moved into position to receive the necessary frequencies, light, and vibration to allow all humanity to evolve into what has been known since the beginningless beginning. That we are magnificently majestic beings, and it is our time once again to shift into a higher consciousness and remember that which we have always known. Each one has come with a vision and a purpose to assist in the building of this new world. For some, it is the rebuilding of the natural world, our environment. For others, it is the reunion of the animal kingdom with humanity. For still others, it is a focus on the children and their gifts for the new world. And many more, including finance, human relations, and of course, the new body and its perfection. As the clarion sound is sounded, each one who chose to come here for the building of the new world will take up their shovel and begin to do what they came to do. Sometimes that will require action, and sometimes just your presence. Because once you hear the sound, you will be reminded of who you are and why you came, and the awareness that is brought forward from that remembering will increase the transmission that you have already been sending out to a whole new level, so that you will be able to reach into the field and shape matter to the specifications of the schematics of the new world. And as the clock strikes midnight, bringing forth Cinderella into the new world, I once again sing these words. This is the sound of the new world. This is the sound, all flags unfurled. To the music we make, the words that we sing, The melody plays, let freedom ring. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Thank you, everyone. This is David signing out from the New World, wishing you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.